Welcome to Reality Test. I'm Dr. Ray.
And I'm Dr. K. Feel free to check in and take a seat wherever you like for this welcoming committee affair, where we're the welcoming committee. What a tantalizing affair.
Indeed, very tantalizing.
So, for this welcoming affair, we're going to share with you 3 things.
Oh, and now I'm sharing the 3 things. F around and find out.
It's all exciting.
We are going to tell you what you can expect as a member
or as a visitor
of our Patreon. But in order for that to make sense, we're going to first explain what our podcast is all about, which will include our title and logo.
And in order for our podcast to make sense, we also need to first explain who we are. So this means we'll cover, in order, what we're all about,
what our podcast is all about, and
what being a member of our Patreon is all about.
Let's get started. Who are we?
What's our deal?
And what are we bringing to the saturated reality television podcast world? It's a good question.
It's a very good question. Dr. Ray and I have been colleagues for years now.
And when we first met, we quickly discovered that we're both reality TV fanatics. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. We needed some compatriotism in that. So when I realized that clinical psychologists actually have a lot to offer to the conversations about reality TV that were going around the podcast world, I knew just whom to ask to join me over a confusingly mysterious Zoom call one day.
It was confusingly mysterious, and I was a little worried. I didn't know what I was being called in for. And Dr. K said, "You can tell me I'm being silly."
But Dr. Ray said, "You're being silly for thinking you're being silly. Let's do it."
Not only are we both reality TV fans, but we are both licensed psychologists and professors at the top program, or at a top program, not the A. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Yeah, very important A.
On the East Coast, teaching and advising future doctors of clinical psychology.
We also supervise future clinical psychologists in providing psychotherapy, while we ourselves are also practicing psychotherapy in our individual private practices.
We also conduct research.
Our own research that students help us with, but also student research that we support as chairs for their dissertation. Throughout all of these roles, we both embrace a relational and feminist lens,
as well as queer and gender-affirming lenses, as we both belong to the LGBTQ+ community.
Yes, on top of all of the rest of these similarities, we're also both bi+, white, able-bodied women, although we don't agree with the binary.
Very true.
But why on earth are we telling you all this immense amount of detail about ourselves?
We aren't sharing this to brag, but rather we want you to have a sense of where we're coming from when we share our opinions and recommendations.
Because we also both believe there's no one true objective reality. Rather, we all have our own realities based on our own experiences, cultures, childhood messages, sociopolitical identities, positionalities, etc.
We're biased too. And the best way to counteract the effect is for you all to know what lenses we're looking at this content with.
Or what we might have left out of the conversation due to our blind spots. Especially because we are so similar, it's harder for us to spot each other's blind spots. We're always open to our audience drawing attention to that constructive, kind way, of course. So that's who we are. Now, what's up with our podcast?
We're bringing all of these perspectives,
based on these roles and experiences,
to our analyses of the themes reality TV brings us.
Reality television, after all, is a great vehicle for discussing human nature, sociopolitical themes, and societal oppression.
In part because it's relatable, and because it brings up emotions in all of us.
And as humans, we learn better when there's emotional content than when there's intellectual content.
We both found ourselves thinking, oh, this is definitely something everyone will be talking about tomorrow.
And then no one was, even though it seemed like things we'd assume we all want to be doing more learning and critical thinking about.
So now we have a segment in our recap episodes where we ask, what did we think everyone would be talking about the next day? And then they weren't. We have award shows,
where we dole out 8 awards to any reality TV we'd watched the previous 2 weeks.
Awards like doing the mostest for the most cringe, or Dr. K's Pride and Glory.
Testosterone Award.
Testosterone.
Where we give an award to whomever or whatever moment boned itself with testosterone and was therefore patriarchal or sexist.
Each award has the word test in it.
Because this is reality test after all.
So why reality test?
Well, we all engage in reality testing, where we test our version of reality against a more objective reality.
Was that just in my head, or did that really happen? So, at Reality Test, we're engaging in a specific kind of reality testing, where we're testing the reality put forth by reality TV against what we've learned about human nature, mental health, and society as a whole.
You'll also notice that we start each recap episode with a check-in,
where we ask each other,
what's on your heart and mind today, dear Dr. Ray?
As psychologists, we help clients explore their minds, both their conscious thinking,
helping to integrate their brain hemispheres and challenge negative self-talk,
and their subconscious worlds,
which are indeed informed by their heart,
which we also help to mend.
So our logo is a brain in the shape of a heart.
Of course, mending both of these spheres also contributes to healing our physical bodies because they are all connected.
But we didn't know how to also fit a human body in there. Like a turducken?
Last but not least, what can you expect as a member of our Patreon?
You'll see by looking through now, there are some items available to everyone.
You'll see, for example, videos explaining certain aspects of a reality TV episode in detail from a mental health or psychology perspective.
Or other quick thoughts or polls from us. Our polls create opportunities for engaging with community members, whether you're a paying member or not.
You'll also see previews of our other items available to paying members, or for one-time purchase, like the video versions of our podcast episodes.
We're calling our first tier our community members for $5 a month.
They'll get access to the community chat room,
where we hope folks will engage with one another with respect and kindness, no shaming and blaming. Community members also get access to exclusive voting power to help guide where we take future episodes.
And our mental health checkups, which are audio episodes about important psychology or mental health concepts that we teach regularly about.
So you can become one of our future doctor students for a half hour or more.
We've done these episodes on narcissism and gray rocking, bi-plus sexual identities, and the central relational paradox.
For now, an episode on the connection between anger and depression, plus sleep, and an episode on oppression of emotion are dropped.
So excited to listen to that. We're looking forward to getting to know you all. We're looking forward to getting to know all of you more through this platform.
And sharing more of ourselves to help facilitate that connection further.
In addition to the first 30 members getting shout outs on our episodes,
we're also going to be giving away free upgrades during the first couple months. So,
come with us. Subscribe now.
And we'll see you next time.
Reality.